Welcome to the Atomic Vinyl Dollhouse, where every room celebrates a different sound of the 60s and 70s. But before we step inside the dollhouse, let's talk about the outside, about the festival that inspired it all, Woodstock. Peace, love, music, and mud. Here's the story of how it all went down. All right, so dig it. Let's take a quick ride back to 1969. A year that was straight up wild. The whole world felt like it was vibrating. Like the planet itself had just plugged into a fuzz pedal. You've got the Vietnam War dragging on, college kids hitting the streets in protest, and the civil rights movement was still fighting tooth and nail. But at the same time, there was like this electric hope in the air. Like a real sense that music and art could actually change something. And maybe for a weekend, it did. Woodstock, August 15th to 18th, 1969. It wasn't just a concert. It was a wild experiment in peace and music that nobody thought would work. Four young guys, Michael Lang, Artie Kornfeld, Joe Rosenman, and John Roberts, had an idea. Let's host a music festival that will bring together people for 3 days of music and peace. Originally planned for Walk Hill, New York, but the locals said no. So the organizers moved it up to a dairy farm in Bethel. It was short notice and the logistics were a mess. I mean, they expected 50,000 people, and what they wound up with was 500,000 muddy, barefoot dreamers instead. The fences fell, people walked in for free, and suddenly, Woodstock wasn't just a music festival anymore. It was a massive, unexpected social movement. You had kids hitchhiking from all over the country. No cell phones, no GPS, no real plan, just a vibe and a backpack. The roads were so jammed that many performers had to be flown in by helicopter. And yeah, the food ran out. The toilets broke. It poured rain for 2 days straight. But the people shared what they had, and they danced in the mud. It was messy and magical. The crowd was peaceful and patient. They were bonded together by music. Richie Havens opened the festival when no one else was ready. He played for nearly 3 hours straight and improvised his song Freedom. Santana was still unknown at the time, but they delivered a fiery psychedelic set that launched their career. Janis Joplin wailed in the rain, while Joan Baez sang barefoot with just her guitar. Joe Cocker brought chills with his Beatles cover, and the Grateful Dead were almost electrocuted. Crosby, Stills, Nash & Young played only their second gig together, and they were nervous. The Who performed in the middle of the night and got interrupted by an activist named Abby Hoffman, who rushed the stage. Pete Townsend hit him with a guitar. And then Jimi Hendrix closed the festival on Monday morning and played to a muddy, soaked, mostly sleeping crowd. There were only 30,000 people left, but his version of the Star-Spangled Banner, that became the defining sound of the whole thing. What's wild is Woodstock wasn't just about escaping the chaos. It was a response to it. It was a musical answer to war, to injustice, to the noise of the world. Like, hey man, maybe we can build something together, even if it's just for one weekend. And that's why Woodstock matters so much. It wasn't perfect, but it was full of possibility. Every band that played, every person that showed up, and every song that echoed off that muddy field was all a part of something way bigger than just music. Now, outside of this dollhouse, the painted chaos, the unexpected joy, it's a tribute to that moment, to the sounds that still echo today. Thanks for taking a little trip back with us to 1969. And stick around. Every room in this dollhouse has a different sound just waiting to be discovered. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and drop a comment of your favorite Woodstock artist or moment. Thanks for watching.